Hey guys, welcome to another unboxing video. This time I have the game Tainted Grail. It's a board game, and this was a Kickstarter that I backed about a year, maybe a year and a half ago. This is the first shipment out of two that they're giving out. The next one should be coming, I believe, next year, but this is part one, I guess, of their story, of their game. And it was developed, I think, in Poland by Awaken Realms. The Kickstarter got something like 42,000 backers and raised over $8 million Canadian, maybe 8.5 Canadian. I'm not sure how much that exactly is in US, but that's still a lot of money. So I actually opened the box and checked the contents beforehand, but I'll kind of go through it. This is the box that it came in. Here you have the, I guess, the alleged Tainted Grail. And it actually came with a surprise box right here. You guys can probably see. And we're gonna go ahead and check out what's inside of this box. Yeah, so I still don't have a setup that I particularly love, so we're gonna have to do with this today. So I'm gonna kind of show it to the camera like this. And we're gonna open it up and check what's inside. Okay, so inside, right here, we have the issvanguard.com. I believe this is another game that they're working on. This is an art book that they give you. I won't go through all of it, but quality-wise, these are really nice quality photos on really nice quality paper. Really nice landscapes for their upcoming game, I suppose. Oh, okay. They also give, what is this? Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon, Almanac of Avalon. Oh, this is, how would you call it? This is an encyclopedia on the game. I guess it comes with the map on the first page, which is also available in the game package that we'll see later on. I guess if we kind of go through it here, there are just pictures of certain creatures, I suppose, and places, warrior fair. Anyway, this is a very big book with a lot of things that I'll be sure to read through because it seems very, very interesting to me. Alright, well, this is what they gave us in the bonus pack, which is really nice. Oh, there's something else. A sealed envelope. Let's open it up and check what they got for us in here. Oh, it's a thank you letter. Dear backers, we're incredibly excited to present you with Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. Alright, so we're back here with the Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon, the Monsters of Avalon. So this box is actually very, very nice quality. It's not like a cheap cardboard. I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys, but you can actually kind of even see the texture of it, maybe. Yeah, maybe not, because the lighting's not so great. But either way, trust me, this is a really good high quality box that they have here. And we'll see what kind of miniatures are inside. Maybe take a look at a few of them as well. Alright. Okay, so first we have a picture of what's inside over here. These are all kind of the monsters that are in there, and these are all, I assume, 3D printed. So I actually haven't taken a look at these yet. This is going to be my first time taking this plastic cover off and actually checking out some of these figurines. So let's move the box to the side here and get the cover off of this. Hopefully there's no tape. Okay, good. So these are all unpainted, of course. It would cost a fortune to have them painted. Let's check this one out over here. So this looks like almost like a hydralisk from StarCraft, actually. Oh, sorry, here. This looks kind of like a hydralisk from StarCraft. I think it looks pretty nice. Actually, the level of detail is pretty decent on these. I mean, as you would expect for something costing over $100. I think backing this game and receiving the first two boxes cost something like almost $200 US from what I remember. Let's take a look at this one, if we can get it out here. So it's like a group of skeletons, skeletal warriors. Let's get a bit closer. the level of detail on these is pretty nice. I can kind of go through a detailed, look at most of these later on, but let's check one more of the horse here, because I do like these horse style does. Wait, what is, oh, it's like a headless horseman. He's got like his head on the whip, I think, at the end of the whip here, because he doesn't actually have a head, unless it broke off. No, that's definitely his head at the end of the whip. And if it's not, then it feels bad, but I don't see a head in there, so definitely I think it's just the way that he's made. Oh, how did this one go? Here we go. Alright, you know what? Let's check out one more. This one right here. Look at this. This is, I think this is one of those men here. Maybe it could be, it's one of the creatures that they have, evil creatures. And I guess he's trying to sacrifice somebody here. He's got like a human, he's kind of dragging him by the neck. He's got 4 arms. Yeah, so these would be super cool to paint. Again, I'm not really like big into painting figurines, but I do have some friends who are, so we'll see how that goes. All right, we'll go, this is kind of like a general idea, I guess, of everything that comes with it in terms of figurines. We're gonna be going on to the main box here. Okay, so we're back with the main game box. As you can see, it's a big boy, this one. So this is the artwork on it, the main artwork of the new of the core box set. So as you can see, this is by Awaken Realms, a game by Krzysztof Piskorski and Marcin Swierkot. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong, I tried. Alright, let's get the cover off of this. Also one of those high quality cardboard boxes. Not something you get like at a grocery store. Alright, so I took off a couple of the covers just to make it easier, but I haven't really taken a big look at these myself. So we're going to be exploring this together, essentially. At first we have, let's actually start with the rule book here. So this is the rule book. Again, it's the same artwork on both of these. I won't go through every single rule that this game has, but essentially these are actually all I think these are the packs. Yeah, standard cards. It shows you what the cards are, what exactly is the component list. Here, I'll kind of pan through it. You get these kind of universal markers for stats, I believe, or actually for many things. I guess that's why they're called like general or universal markers. The large ones are worth, each purple one is worth 5 red ones. That's what I know, but that's really about it. So kind of here we have, I guess like an example of a game and play. And this game is playable 1 to 4 players, so you can play this game solo if you wanted to. But I would recommend playing this with friends, at least like 2 or 3 people. So this kind of goes through all the rules in terms of like, the HP at the end of the day, the HP, the order of the day, all the standard stuff that you have when you play this kind of exploration board game. I won't go through every page again, but this is the rule book that comes with it. While it is like a paperback, it's still like a high quality, like a nice gloss finish. But definitely the exploration journal itself is of much higher quality. This is also paperback, but it is spiraled, and the pages are really nice quality here. They're really thick kind of pictures. And I guess this kind of, I won't go through it, I won't try to spoil many things here. But these are all the adventures that you can have, and it kind of details you, like, I guess, it kind of guides you as to how you're supposed to go. That's my assumption. I haven't really read too much into it, but that's kind of what an exploration journal is, I would assume. So here we have like a little demo playthrough. This is actually pretty cool that they set up a campaign for new players. You can play this alone, and it takes about an hour from what they write here. And this kind of teaches you the basics of how the game works. And it does say that the story does not spoil the main story. So you can definitely do this and not spoil the actual story. So if you wanted to kind of learn how the game works, it kind of like outlines a few things on like how to do this campaign, and I guess it teaches you the basics of the game. So it's only 4 pages. It shouldn't be too bad. Now, here's where the actual gameplay stuff is. So you have, for now, 4 character cards, because there are 4 characters that come with the pack. There's Ailey or Ailey. There's Erev. There's Maggot, and then there's Bior. So these are letters that are, I assume, distributed at the beginning of the game to the person playing the certain character, and it kind of maybe gives them a little bit of background on their character to kind of maybe push them into a certain direction in terms of maybe roleplay. So that's kind of interesting. Here we have save sheets. So it's not like a digital game where you press save and everything saves. You can just kind of, they give you a whole pack of these. So it's like, this is a ton of saves that you can have. And you just kind of write like a couple notes that you have, maybe your locations of the Menthir. So I guess you always know like where some certain things are, and I guess your stats, and this is like your character sheet essentially, from what I understand. Anyway, this is a save sheet, is what it does. 4 maps, I assume again for the players of the area here. They're all the same, nothing is different. So there's no like GM in this game. So in that sense, everybody gets the same kind of information. So now, the box of everything. So these are the character sheets, essentially. They're made out of cardboard, like a nice quality cardboard. Let's see if I can get one out here. And as you can maybe tell on the video, they are kind of like indented, like this goes inside. And you like put like certain tokens inside of these little like notches. These as well over here on the sides. So this is the first character, Ailey. And essentially you have some of her, I guess like passive abilities or maybe active abilities. I don't think they have on these characters, but perhaps they might later on. There's her kind of like stats here, her traits, I guess, here. Then you have food, wealth, reputation, experience, and magic. So as you can actually maybe tell, this part right here comes off and tells you, place your character here. And in the back, you have some information about your character. It's starting stats, it's starting attributes, and starting kind of setup. So that's actually pretty helpful. And you can just put it back into the slot. So, and it fits perfectly and it doesn't fall out. These are really, really high quality, I would say. So that's Ailey. Here we go. We got Bior over here. Here, I'll actually give you guys a chance to see the back of each of these characters. Right here. So if you guys are kind of thinking of playing them, there we go. Again, doesn't fall out. Next up we have Maggot over here. This will be a setup. You can just pause the video and read this stuff. Oops. Yes, you don't want to do that. But here, these are his actives, I guess. There's the light kind of shining upon the cards. I can't necessarily. This last one's gonna be a little tough to get out. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll just take off the whole plastic cover at the same time. All right, you know what? Never mind. I won't skip this part. But this is the last sheet over here, and this is Arev. So he's got this as his main kind of things, and in the back, these are his setup and abilities. So one thing I just noticed actually by doing that mishap is that behind here, there's certain kind of artworks for I guess each character maybe? No, never mind, they're the same. Damn, that would have been cool if they made like character specific backgrounds, but they are definitely the same. Although, I guess this is the blacksmith, this is the Maggot, Arev, Ailey, and I can't see the other one. Well, actually, which one? I don't know which one Arev or Bior is. Okay, Bior, this is Bior. So, Arev or whatever is not here. This is a Menthir, from what I gather. So, the rest of the contents, these are all sealed in bags and I won't really open them, but I'll kind of go through them. So these over here are the orders of the day and kind of tells you what you're going to do during the day. These are some example cards, I guess, of some things that are inside of here. There's a special kind of dice. Here, let me get that back in here. Right here on the side. I won't take them out. Actually, they're not regular die. See, they've got like different types of sides. I'm not really sure what they're for just yet, so we'll find out once we start playing. Over here we have the universal markers, the small ones and the big ones, or at least in terms of worth. Over here we have some monsters, like a suspicious guard. So yeah, so open and play. So these ones you don't want to shuffle apparently. I think they follow the story, which is possibly why. Oh yeah, we have the player models, which are also not painted. For example, this one is Bior. Right here he's got him with his hammer. I won't go through them all, but that's just an example of one of them. And you have all the other ones here. I'll kind of give you guys a little zoom in though. Like so. And then you have the Menthirs, which are those like hooded figures. I'm not sure exactly what they are yet, so unfortunately I can't give you information on that. So this just says 15 at the bottom or in the back, so 1 through 15 maybe, monster strength. Oh, there's definitely more than 15 cards in here though, but it does say 15 on the back. Secret as well. Secret cards. Maybe if you find a secret, you gotta draw one of those. Items. Okay, I guess that's what it is really. These are items that you can loot. For example, you have here the pristine wordstone. Over here you have some tokens that are kind of important to the game. Not exactly sure what they do, but I know that they're kind of important. You have more bags and Menthir tokens of some sort over here. Did I go through this one? Yeah, I did. So let's go through the big packs here. So we have, weather. Okay, this is like a weather card. And this is, what is this? Chapter 15 setup. Okay. So we're not at chapter 15, of course. Over here we have combat cards. It's like enrage over here, skill. Let's see what else we got here. Advancement tool, or pool. Perhaps this is also for combat. Listen in silence. You have diplomacy cards. That's pretty neat. There's a diplomacy system in the game. I just keep these out since it's just easier to get the other ones out. Let's see, over here we have revealed locations. So you can get certain locations even. I guess this item gives you a quest, for example. I guess I can kind of pause and read it. Here we have encounter cards, something that we have in many of these types of games. And for example, here we have a giant hare, a big rabbit. And the last two sets of cards we have here again are more encounters. Here, temptations. And then you're going insane. I guess they have one of those mechanics. Alright, sorry about that. I had a little interruption on the phone. So this is the last set of cards. The you're going insane cards. So they do have this mechanic. For example, here was an ingenious trap. I don't really know if this has to do with the you're going insane mechanic, but I guess it's something that we can see. So essentially, yeah, this is kind of like what everything comes with in the box. So this is the first iteration of this game, essentially, like all this stuff over here, and I have the art box and the monster stuff here. But all this stuff comes with it in this big box, and I can't wait to play with it with my friends. It should be a lot of fun, and I don't think I'm going to do like a review of the game. However, this is definitely like all the stuff that comes with it, plus all the crap that I have in my background. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully I can find something to unbox pretty soon.